Thank you for your cooperation. Where are you from?
Hong Kong.
Yes, Hong Kong.
We have been here like 5 days and we will stay here for like 9 days.
9
Yeah.
days. Is
Yeah.
it first time?
That's my third time, but this
My
is the
first time.
yeah.
So, like including last trips, what was your impression of Japan?
Food.
Food.
The food is fabulous. Very nice, very delicious.
Okay.
I think Japan is very quiet, everything is in order, like very peaceful place.
Hong Kong is also Asian country.
Yeah.
And like compared to Hong Kong, what is difference between Japan and Hong Kong?
I think the difference in many ways. First, Hong Kong is more fast pacing. Like everything is very fast. The
Even-
people moving is very fast in Hong Kong, I think.
Even compared to capital Tokyo?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
But maybe because we are visitor, we only went to those visitor place. Then many visitors there and people are less stressful and they in more slow pace.
Okay.
But I think compared to Hong Kong, Japan is less busy. I don't know, but it's more quiet and more clean compared to Hong Kong.
What about people?
Very polite.
Polite?
Yes, I think they are more polite than Hong Kong people.
Okay.
Yes, they
Yes.
always say arigato, something like that. So I think it's very polite.
Yes, I think Japanese people have many small gestures, like very caring. When you have a coffee, when you go to a shopping mall, they will get my coffee and put a paper on it to avoid polluted or something like that. I think it's very kind gesture in Japan.
So coming from Hong Kong, did you find it is cheap or expensive in Japan?
It's relatively cheap now in Japan because of the exchange rate. You know, Hong Kong is linked to US dollar and yen is depreciated a lot recently. Yeah. It's like a economic reason.
So I think like depending on products or things, like something is cheap, something is expensive compared to your country. So what did you find cheap and what did you find expensive in Japan?
I don't think there's something expensive.
Okay.
More expensive than Hong Kong.
Yes.
It's very
Yes.
expensive there.
Yes, or maybe double price of Japan. Yes.
Yes. And also food and fruit.
And
We just bought some strawberry from the market there, and I think it's half price compared to Hong Kong.
You mentioned about food. What kind of Japanese food did you like the most?
Sushi.
Sushi.
And yes, I think the sushi is
Sushi.
yes.
You didn't try sushi in Hong Kong?
Yes, we have
Yes.
tried sushi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it different from Hong Kong ones and Japanese ones?
Fresh?
Yes.
Yes, I think
More
fresh.
fresh in Japan.
Yes.
So lastly, what do you want to say to people who want to visit Japan?
I think everybody can come to Japan regularly. Yes. Maybe once per year. Yes.
Yes. Same. I have same
Yes.
thoughts. Yeah.
A good place, very good place. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your cooperation. Where are you from?
I'm from Austria.
How many times have you been in Japan?
That's my first time actually.
Then I want to ask, what kind of impression did you get when you arrived in Japan?
I think the first was that it's very clean and very like put together, but I think the culture shock wasn't as big because I've already been to South Korea before, so it's kind of more similar than it would be to Europe. So I wouldn't say it was like total culture shock, but like yeah.
Okay, so you are basically living in South Korea, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So do you think are there some differences between Japan and South Korea?
I feel like Japan, like of what I've seen now, is like more clean or cleaner than some parts where I've been to in Korea. But apart from that, I think like people and like culture is very similar. Obviously not the same, but like people are very polite and very nice to everyone, and I really enjoy that.
In Japan and South
Both,
Korea,
yes.
both. Oh, nice. Okay. But coming from Europe, do you feel it is expensive or like cheap, reasonable here?
Well, compared to Europe, I guess it's cheap or cheaper. I wouldn't say necessarily completely cheap, but compared to Korea, it's more expensive.
What is especially expensive?
Transportation, I feel. Like the metro is pretty much the same, I think, as in Korea, but like the trains are more expensive. That's what I've experienced until now.
So, lastly, what do you want to say to people who want to visit Japan?
Do it. I don't know, I feel like this is an experience everyone should have, like at least once in their life. So I would definitely encourage people to come here.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you for your cooperation. Where are you from?
I'm from France, but I live in San Francisco.
How many times have you been in Japan?
This is my first time.
Okay. How long are you staying in Japan?
About 10 days.
I'm asking people what was impression of Japan. So firstly, what was your first impression when you arrived here?
The impression was very positive. I think people are very nice and very kind and respectful. Yes, I can see that they're welcoming to people. So yeah, it's a great place to visit. When I left, I could not take my suitcase with me, so I arrived with nothing.
Okay.
So many
lost
people.
baggage?
So because I missed the time to put the baggage in the plane, then I lose the ticket or I take the plane with no suitcase. So I took the plane. But when I arrived, people were really nice to tell me where to go, like Muji or Uniqlo to find anything.
Okay.
And also I have a very bad allergy. Because this is my first time here, but something in the air is difficult for me to breathe. So they helped me find a pharmacy.
Okay.
And at the pharmacy, the lady was so nice. She helped me find the right medication, and she told me, really, you have to take this once a day, not twice, once. So everyone was very kind.
People are friendly?
Very friendly.
Okay.
They're not going to talk to you all the time, but if you go to them nicely, then they will answer nicely.
Did you try Japanese food?
I really like Japanese food, at least what I had so far. I don't know that I'm an expert in how Japanese food. Maybe I'm sure I don't know everything, and I can't find everything on my own as a tourist. But what I find, I think, is good.
Okay. What was the favorite one?
I like kaseki style because I think it's kaseki.
You mean kaiseki?
Yeah.
Okay. You like the kaiseki?
I like kaseki style because then you can try many things.
Oh yeah, right. Lastly, what do you want to say to people who want to visit Japan?
Come to Japan, it's a beautiful country.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
インタビューご協力ありがとうございます。ご出身聞いてもいいですか？
ベトナム人です。
ベトナム。
はい、
日本には今住まわれてるんですか？
はい。5年ぐらい住んでる。
学生とか
そうですね。はい。
学生から来て今は働かれてる？
そうです。はい。
今日は外国人の方に日本の印象を聞いてるんですけど、最初、5年前あんま覚えてないかもしれないですけど、日本に来た時どんな印象でしたか？
日本のサービスがめちゃくちゃいいと思います。あと日本便利。日本人も優しいですよね。
優しいですか？
はい。
どんな時に日本人優しいと思いました？
道がわからない時みんなは聞いてから優しく説明してくれます。
日本の料理で好きなものとかってありますか？
カレ
ー。カレー？
カレー。私好き寿司。
寿司が好き。
大好き。
なんかもう長く日本に住んでるとベトナムからずっと離れてるわけじゃないですか。なんかベトナムに恋しいものってありますか？
そう。バインミ
ー。バインミ
ー。はい。
やっぱ食べ物が恋しい。
そうです。バインミーめっちゃみんな人気が。
日本にもう住まわれてるってことですけど、なんか日本に住んでてなんか難しいこととか大変だなって思うことってありますか？
日本語ですね。日本語が難しいですね。漢字が。それ一番難しいですね。大変です。
日本は高いと思いますか？安いと思いますか？値段は。いろんなものがあるんですけど、全般的に見て日本は安いと思いますか？高いと思いますか？
それ全般は多分安いと思う。1日はだいたい8000円ぐらいですよ、給料。でもだいたい料理とか全部使ってるとか2000、3000円ぐらいもできる。それで多分安いと思うです。
1日2000、3000円くらいしか使わない。
はいはいはい。
割とじゃあ安いかなっていう感じ。
食べ物だけ、家賃とか電気と電話代もそれとかで。
じゃあ何が一番高いと思います？
家賃です。はい、家賃。東京一番高いじゃないですか。
高いですね。これからも日本に住む予定ですか？
私が土曜日が国に帰る。
もうすぐ帰る。
それで。今日びっくり、めっちゃ顔びっくりるね。そろそろ帰ります。それで今日遊びます。はい、最後
思い出作り。
はい、そうです。帰ってからすぐベトナムのお正月。そう。
ベトナムのお正月はみんなどうやってお祝いするんですか？
1日の前は家族は料理を作ってお掃除 うちお掃除ください。
あ、お掃除するんだ。
はい、全部お掃除します。
あ、じゃあ割と結構日本みたいですね。
あ、そうですね。1日はお寺とか、あとお年玉も出します。
お年玉もあるんだ。どういう人がお年玉もらえるんですか？子供だけ？
子供と、あと今仕事でしょ。それでお母さんお父さんもあげます。ちょっとあげます。あとおじいさんおばあさんもあげます。
外国人で日本に住みたい人とかもいると思うんですけど、日本に住んでる経験者のお姉さんたちからメッセージとかってありますか？
便利、連鎖でどこでも行ってできるから、それ一番いいのは日本人が一番優しい、だからぜひ来てみてください。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
Thank you for your cooperation. Where are you from?
From Algeria. It's in North Africa, but I live in Dubai.
How many times have you been in Japan?
Actually, this is the first time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today, I'm asking foreign people what kind of impressions they get in Japan. So, firstly, what was the first impression when you just arrived in Japan?
It was like, wow. Like the first time I see Japanese people and they're really nice, like really helpful and cooperative and smiling, you know. Arigato. That's it. I really like it.
If you describe Japanese people by one word, what is it?
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, like when you see them, they're always smiling, like hello, hi, very happy.
What do you think about like city, street in Japan?
It's very clean, to be honest. Like when you look around, there is no trash. Like it's very well put together, and also not confusing. Like you kind of know where to go. It's easy to figure out.
Even subway system not complicated?
No, no. Subway is very confusing. I have to ask for help every time. But like for me as a tourist, of course. But for someone who lives here for their whole life, it's gonna be easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the main transportation in Dubai?
It's the same. It's metro, but in Dubai you only have 2 lines. Yeah. For the whole
Too
Dubai.
simple.
It's very simple. One is the red line and the green line.
Okay.
The red line takes you throughout the whole Dubai like it's a straight line.
Okay.
And then the green line, it's like around it. Like it goes to districts that the red line doesn't go, so it's like a circle around it.
Is it enough?
Yeah, it's very enough. It goes everywhere.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So compared to like Dubai's subway, Tokyo's subway is too chaos.
Yeah, in one word.
Okay. Dubai, I imagine it's very like expensive.
It is.
And what was expensive here, even for someone who live in Dubai?
I think it was the train ticket from Narita Airport to Napuri. Nipuri. Yeah. It was around, for me, it was 78 dirhams, which is very expensive. Like for in Dubai, there is no train ticket that costs that much. So that was the expensive. It's with the Skyliner. Yeah, that was the expensive thing.
Lastly, what do you want to say to people who want to visit Japan?
Do it. Don't even think about, oh, it's expensive. Trust me, do it. But also make better plans. Don't be like me. And exchange your money at the airport. Don't be like me. I got stuck in the train station because I don't have Japanese yen. So yeah, make your preparations and come to Japan.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
ご視聴ありがとうございました。出演いただいた方々の経験した日本でのエピソードやそれぞれの国に関するお話も聞けてインタビューをしながらとても面白かったです。皆さんも外国に行った際に印象的だった場所、エピソードなどありますでしょうか？ぜひコメント欄で教えてください。他にも今回の動画ではこの話が一番印象的だったなど動画のご感想をコメント欄で教えていただけますと嬉しいです。たくさんのコメントお待ちしております。チャンネル登録、いいねボタンもよろしくお願いいたします。